through education. When you want to plan, predict, or know right now, get the app that does everything. The WFSB app, where breaking news and first alert weather come to you. Ellington's Caitlin Francis, born and raised in Connecticut, and only on Eyewitness News.
Right now at 5 o'clock today, we have team coverage on all the heat.
A look at how families are trying to stay cool this week.
Record heat achieved today, and temperatures go even higher in the days ahead in tandem with high humidity, pushing those heat index values over 100 degrees. The latest on a string of first alert weather days, and when we could get some relief at the cost of some thunderstorms. It's all ahead in the first alert forecast.
Now on Channel 3 and streaming on WFSB Plus. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
And right now at 5 o'clock, a look at how some kids were cooling off today in Middletown, having a good old time as the state deals, though, with dangerously hot weather. Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Erin Connolly.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Zinney. Look like a lot of fun, though, out there. A good way to spend the day. We have team coverage on the big story right now, which is, of course, the heat. So we do want to start with Chief Meteorologist Mark Dixon with the very latest. Mark?
Yeah, Mark, Erin, yesterday we hit 90 degrees, getting our first heat wave of the year underway. We need 3 days consecutively 90 or higher. Today we peaked at 95, tying the record for the Hartford area that was set back in 1994. The record tomorrow, 95. We're forecasting to go above that by a degree, also surpassing the record high for Thursday. That's the air temperature. When you factor in the high humidity, that's going to push those heat index values up to, if not over 100 degrees. That's why we have first alert weather days tomorrow, Thursday, and as well for Friday. So given all of that, especially away from Long Island Sound, some relief can be found at area beaches, but it's still hot, still humid. It's just the worst of this combined heat and humidity is happening inland. We have heat advisories in effect statewide through tomorrow as well as for Thursday, but highlighting Hartford and Tolland counties Thursday into Friday for excessive heat watch status, as again, heat index values could go perhaps as high as 105, maybe 106. So we also have, with the elevated ground level ozone, poor air quality alerts up throughout western Connecticut down to the shoreline in effect through 11 o'clock tonight, then tomorrow, then as well for Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So certainly if you're one that suffers from respiratory distress, COPD, a good time to spend indoors and near air conditioning, really regardless of where you're located in Connecticut. So our heat risk map from the National Weather Service highlighting the different categories here, taking into account the heat, the humidity, even overnight lows, the prolonged nature of the heat. So we're in that moderate category for tomorrow. Note how those shades of red make their way into parts of Connecticut as we head into Thursday. So that's that major impact as we head Thursday into the afternoon hours, and we're expecting the worst, the peak of this heat and as well humidity. In the meantime, if you're heading out and about this evening, temperatures inland that are in the upper 80s and low 90s, eventually dropping into the upper 70s by, say, 10 o'clock tonight. We'll reach the 70s a little bit sooner at the shoreline, but many communities stay in the 70s through the overnight hours. We'll have much more again on the duration of this heat wave and some relief that comes at the cost of some thunderstorms in the first alert 7-day.
All right, we'll see in a few minutes, Mark. Well, you just saw it right there. Certainly a scorcher today, and people everywhere trying to find ways to stay cool.
In Middletown, families are putting the city's new splash pad to very good use. Our team coverage continues right now with Channel 3's Susan Raff. She is live at Veterans Park in Middletown. Hi, Susan.
Definitely a hot one out there, and Middletown families were very anxious to beat the heat and find a cool place, and Veterans Park here in Middletown was the place to do it. And the city is also doing other things to prevent people from getting overheated. Today's heat was a bit oppressive, but these kids had no problem staying cool. Middletown's new splash pad was filled with families.
I feel like it's really nice to be here and cool down.
I don't want to be in the house so hot. That would be too much. And I love water, so I'm here with my friends.
Lots of cold water, lots of fun. And for those who didn't make it to Veterans Park, several of Middletown's fire hydrants were open today, so kids like Caleb could cool off. And this was an added bonus for those working outside.
It's great. I mean, the fire department came, they connected it and cooled everything off. Kids like it. I like it. It cools us off. And we continue with our day.
Now you have to get back to the hot work.
Now back to work again.
The heat, however, can be serious for those with health conditions and the elderly. Today, Governor Lamont has issued a hot weather protocol, which means he's advising people, particularly those who are most vulnerable, to take precautions to stay cool. If you need a cooling center to go to,
it's going to be really hot the next few days. We have a 211 hotline, so to speak. You can call. We'll find you where you can get a cooling center. Make sure we can get transportation if you can get there.
Governor Lamont's heat advisory will stay in effect until this Sunday, and since we are expecting several days, unfortunately, just like this, it's important to stay hydrated and find a cool place. As for Middletown's pool, that is opening Saturday. We are live in Middletown. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, it certainly looks beautiful behind you there, Susan. Thank you very much. Now, a spot at the beach, really prime real estate on a day like today. Thousands spent the day cooling off on the shoreline.
And Channel 3 New London Bureau Chief Luke Hydash is live at Soundview Beach in Old Lyme. And Luke, a lot of people there behind you.
Aaron, Mark, well, yeah, it's really far from cool. The southeast part of the state is the coolest in Connecticut, and things have kind of died off here from when we arrived earlier in the day, but Soundview Beach was certainly a popular spot throughout the day. The sandcastle this family is building is stubborn, just like this heat.
It's pretty hot out. This whole week is going to be hot.
These kids are from Hartford. School's out now, and they're glad Mom and Dad took them to the beach.
It's better than being in the house. They're stuck in the house. They have freedom here.
Same goes for the Nangles, all the way from Westfield, Mass. How you cooling off? How you staying cool? It's hot out.
We go in the water. Going in the water.
The water is a popular place to be, whether you've got a tube or a boat, or it's your first time in the ocean.
It is very hot. I don't even really like going in the water, and I have gone in the water twice. That's how hot it is.
Hi, what can we get you guys?
Vaquito's Italian Ice has been serving Soundview Beach visitors since 1946. The heat is good for business, and the Italian Ice, good for the taste buds.
Sometimes, though, it's so hot that some people try to stay where it's cool and then come out later on, but people are going to the beach, so they'll be here as well.
Businesses, the beach, it's all busy.
I can't believe how many people are here. It's packed. Yeah. Usually June 18th, there's not too many people, but because of the heat wave, it's packed.
But mother and daughter Mayana and Michelle would be here, heat wave or not.
It's her birthday, and she loves the beach, so I'm taking her to the beach.
Don't expect the next few days to be any different. More heat is on the way, and with the crowds we saw earlier in the day, your best bet if you're coming to the beach, you may want to claim a spot early. We're live in Old Lyme. Luke Hydash, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Luke, thank you. Now's a great time to download the First Alert Weather app for the latest on the heat wave and any alerts you need to know throughout the week.
Our other big story right now on this Tuesday night, the Travelers Championship continues. A big week right now at the TPC River Highlands. Today, a busy day for the pros, putting in a lot of practice time.
And where do the pros put in the work to hone their skills? Well, at the driving range, which is where we find Channel 3 sports anchor Mark Robbins. And Mark, they may only be using their driver, but it's a hot one out there to do even just that.
Oh, yes, it is very hot, but you know what? It's not stopping the players. It's been a steady stream behind me here at the practice facility as guys have to get their work in them, and this is the biggest practice day of a PGA Tour week. Of course, the tournament begins on Thursday, so the heat can't stop them. They'll go out there and they'll get their work done. In fact, a lot of people get a lot of jobs done. This is the driving range at TPC River Highlands. Actually, it's called the practice facility, where it's practice, practice, practice for the players, and business time for many companies and manufacturing reps. The putting green is packed as the pros look for any and all angles to improve. A bushel of companies line up to show off the latest putters. Now, there aren't a lot of lefty golfers on tour. I'm a lefty, and I was curious, and wouldn't you know, there's only one company out here, Lab Golf, that displayed any left-handed putters, because this company is all-inclusive.
I'm not going to discriminate against any golfer. I want all golfers to succeed. I want all golfers to have fun, and right or left-handed, it really doesn't matter to me.
Lab Golf and Joe work out of an independent equipment truck owned and operated by Scott Garrison.
That shows that this shaft has gone through the SSC curing. Our Terra Shop, Ping Cog, going to PGA Tour player Brandon Todd. My man, Georgia Bulldog.
The effort on the PGA Tour can often turn into a grind. So the tournament has a few amenities that helps folks cool down, like this outdoor air-conditioned lounge for a quick cool-off. And how about the third year for the Brew and Moo, coffees and ice cream that draw the pros in on a regular basis.
This is first-class service from the Travelers. I mean, obviously, with the weather the way it is, the ice cream and the ice lattes are definitely going to go down a treat this week. There you go. You'll pick me up. Cheers.
Yeah, Justin is just one of many. It is back there right behind me right now. I think it still might be open as there are players on the practice tee right now. Of course, practice will continue tomorrow. The Pro-Am is tomorrow as well. And first round of the Travelers Championship is set for Thursday morning. Live at the TPC in River Highlands. I'm Mark Robbins, Channel 3, Eyewitness Sports.
All right, Mark, thank you. Just a reminder, join Aaron, Joe, and Mark for Inside the Travelers Championship specials tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday at 7 o'clock right here on Channel 3, and again at 7:30 over on the Wax.
Some breaking news tonight. We've learned the 911 system across Massachusetts is restored after going down for hours. Police here in Connecticut say we were not impacted, but some residents may have gotten notifications about the outage. The Massachusetts Executive Office of Public Safety and Security said it's unclear how many communities have been affected. Authorities had advised people to either pull a firebox or call a police department directly for emergency assistance while it was down.
New tonight at 5, East Lyme's police chief was expected to face a judge this morning, but he did not need to appear. Michael Finkelstein is accused of punching a woman after an argument. He is charged with disorderly conduct and breach of peace. Today his case was transferred to Middletown Court. He'll be back in court on June 24th.
In New Haven, 4 dogs were rescued from a fire at a 2-family home on East Street late last night. No one inside was hurt, and the Red Cross is now helping the people who lived there.
Well, on average, there are 38 hot car deaths each year involving kids in the U.S. That's roughly 1 every 9 days. It's why doctors here are putting out a warning, also a tip to keep everyone safe and alive. That story.
And our first alert weather days continue. For more hazy, hot, and humid weather, records will continue to be challenged over the coming days. When and where the warming trend peaks and when some relief will come in the form of some thunderstorms, at least some brief relief. That's ahead of the first alert 7 day when Eyewitness News at 5 continues.
Plus, the latest tonight on a new immigration program that offers a path to citizenship for thousands. The new details we're learning about ahead.
It should be terrifying to all of us.
Real people, real problems, real life solutions. Investigate TV Plus.
Tomorrow morning at 9:30 on Channel 3.
I'm attorney John Heyman. If you've been injured in an accident, call 1-800-HEYMAN and let Heyman Law Firm's 40 years of proven success work for you. That's 1-800-HEYMAN, the winning team.
This is the GMC Sierra, powered by the TurboMax engine. So you have the confidence of 430 pound-feet of best-in-class standard torque. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Get this low-mileage lease on this 2024 Sierra Elevation for around $499 per month. We are professional-grade GMC.
Hi, I'm Joe D., the owner of New Face Home Improvements, here with my son Anthony.
We would like to introduce to you our incredible one-day bath remodel service.
Our team specializes in transforming your old, outdated bathroom into a beautiful new oasis in just one day. And now, for a limited time,
you can save 55% off installation of your one-day bath remodel.
With New Face Home Improvement. With New Face Home Improvement.
Men, low testosterone causes many problems, including a low sex drive, bad sleep patterns, unproductive workouts, decreased energy, brain fog, and more. But many men don't even know that there are medical treatments that can give them back their vigor and vibrancy. This is Dale for Northeast Men's Health. And if you're feeling like this, it's time to treat that low T and change your life. If you're like the vast majority of men who are low T, within just a few weeks of treatment, your energy will return, that brain fog will go away, your sleep will improve, as will your workouts, and your sex drive will be enhanced as well. Call us today.
company based out of Middletown, Connecticut. If you're already paying an electric bill, you financially can go solar.
Switching to solar has never been easier. Start saving and learn how to go solar for zero money down at synergysh.com.
Looking for a new ceiling fan to beat the summer heat? Connecticut Lighting Centers has you covered. Over 180 ceiling fans on display and hundreds more in stock, ready to go. From modern to classic, you'll find the perfect fan to complement any decor. These two fans, different finishes, same price, $165.95. Quality fans here at Connecticut Lighting. This is the fan in my house, 52 inches, complete with light kit. I love it. Let the trained ceiling fan experts help you select the perfect fan for your home or business.
I'm John Heyman. For 40 years, it's been my promise to protect the rights of the seriously injured. Heyman Law has recovered over $1 billion for our clients. That was my promise 40 years ago and remains my promise today.
You're watching Eyewitness News at 5 with Aaron Connolly, Mark Zenny, and First Alert Chief Meteorologist Mark Dixon. Connecticut's #1 local news. Eyewitness News continues.
There's no amount of time that you can leave your child in a hot car. There's no safe time.
A reminder tonight to check your back seat. With the temperatures rising, the weather can be downright deadly.
And it's why doctors are sounding the alarm when it comes to the dangers of hot cars and children. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland is live outside Yale New Haven Children's Hospital with more on that message from doctors. Matt.
Well, Aaron and Mark, they say it's really simple. It just takes a few minutes for these cars to heat up to dangerous levels, especially when it gets this hot out. Now, it might seem obvious, but it still happens, and that's why doctors are offering a simple tip to keep everyone safe and alive. For 4-year-old Kamaya, a little afternoon fun at the Edgewood Park splash pad is a simple way to cool down when the temperature rises.
The water, that's the best thing. Getting the water.
And while it's hot out here, her aunt knows just how hazardous that heat can be for little kids, especially inside a car.
Never keep your kid in a car on a hot day. No. That's dangerous for one.
It's why Yale New Haven's Children's Hospital is echoing that same thought.
Within a half hour, within 15 minutes, if it's really hot like this, car's temperature can get up to 150 degrees, and that's not a safe temperature for anyone to withstand.
Dr. Kirsten Bechtel says no child can tolerate that level of heat, with heat stroke starting as the core body temp reaches 104 degrees. According to Yale New Haven, the average number of hot car deaths for kids in the U.S. is 38 per year, or roughly 1 every 9 days, something she's sadly seen firsthand in this line of work.
It's unfathomable, and to tell a child's parents that they're seriously ill or die from heat stroke is just really soul-crushing, because it's something that's completely preventable.
And Dr. Bechtel says to avoid a potential tragedy, just be mindful of where your kids are at all times, while offering up a simple tip.
It's summer, things might be not running as scheduled as they were during the school year. Always remember that your child's in the back seat. Do something to always retrieve something else besides your child, like your phone, your wallet, a shoe. Leave it in the back seat so that you remember both your child and that item.
Now, while it should be just as obvious with little kids, same goes with pets, too. We're live with the mobile newsroom in New Haven. Matt McFarland, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
Check on that First Alert weather right now. It's interesting. Obviously, we can talk about how beautiful it is. Yeah. Summer's here, but it is really dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, and it's difficult for your body to cool itself. That's why we say to, if you're going to exercise, do so very early in the morning or late at night. Same with, walking your dogs. Get them outside when it's not at the heat of the day. So we've been talking a lot about the duration of this heat. We had 90-degree heat yesterday. We hit 95 today. I want to take you back to 1957. Of all the heat waves in June, the longest was 6 days. This heat wave that we're currently in will likely now last 5 days. So while we're going to set some daily record high temperatures, the duration itself may not end up setting a record if it doesn't last past Friday. Right now we have temperatures in the upper 80s and even low 90s. Low 90s right now at Windsor Locks, where we've got Bradley Airport there after topping out at 95, and a very pleasant 79 right now in Groton to 83 in New Haven. Dew point values are right near, if not above, the the 70-degree mark. So a very tropical-like atmosphere out there, oppressive levels of humidity, and that's why when you factor in those high values, we're looking at those feels like heat index values going up to over 100 degrees at times. Windsor Locks right now, 99 degrees is the heat index. Again, some relief along the shoreline. All right, there's our ICAM view from Torrington, where we've got that hazy sunshine out there. Really a similar scene all across Connecticut, and we're going to see more of the same throughout the day tomorrow. Any thunderstorms that have been developing across the region have been doing so to our north, to our west in a very isolated manner. Tomorrow should be very similar to today, but as the week progresses, especially we get into Friday, we'll see an increasing chance for some wet and perhaps stormy weather. High pressure right now offshore is keeping us high and dry, and with flow around that high, bringing in that higher humidity in addition to that warmth. We are tracking a cold front moving through the northern plains. It is going to take its time getting here because it's going to hit this area of high pressure that is slowly going to relinquish its control as we head into this upcoming weekend. So again, as this front gets closer, we'll eventually see a better chance perhaps for some rain and storms. But if that front, unfortunately, is going to blow through and bring a big drop in temperature or humidity. In fact, it could stall, kind of waver around southern New England and then lift back to the north as we head Saturday into Sunday. So more on that, of course, in the days ahead. Overnight tonight, temperatures bottom out in the upper 60s and low 70s. Tomorrow, Pro-Am play at the Travelers Championship at the TPC River Highlands in Cromwell. Temperatures, air temperatures warming into the 90 to 95 degree range. Again, when you factor in the high humidity, it's going to feel even hotter. Forecast high temperatures inland, low and mid 90s, as warm, if not warmer than today, mid and upper 80s along the 95 corridor. Here's a look at First Alert Futurecast heat index values, what it feels like when you factor in those dew points, 70 or higher. Talking about triple-digit heat at times, especially across Hartford County. The worst of the heat and humidity comes on Thursday. We could see those heat index values up to 100 to 105 degrees. So in our First Alert 7-day forecast, we've got the First Alert weather days for tomorrow, as well as for Thursday, as well as for Friday. We issue those when we're expecting high impact statewide, and that is certainly the case given the record heat and those heat index values going up to, if not over 100 degrees, and especially with those overnight lows in the 70 to 75 degree range. There's a chance for some scattered thunderstorms Friday afternoon, and then some isolated storms popping up Saturday and Sunday. Again, with temperatures on Saturday in the mid and upper 80s, and then again on Sunday, this will likely end our heat wave. We need 3 days consecutively 90 or higher. We're going to achieve that tomorrow, and then look for that heat wave to wrap up on Friday, and then we could get closer to 90 on Monday, and then mid and upper 80s by Tuesday of next week. Again, some relief certainly can be found at area beaches.
All right, Mark, thank you. New tonight at 5, President Biden using the 12th anniversary of the DACA program to announce a new program.
DACA allowed migrants who were brought to the U.S. as children to stay and work. This new program is aimed at helping immigrants married to U.S. citizens gain a path to citizenship. As many as 500,000 immigrants could benefit, but to apply for a green card, they must already be married to a U.S. citizen, have lived in the U.S. for at least 10 years, and pass a background check.
I refuse to believe that to secure our border, we have to walk away from being in America. For that's generations have been renewed, revitalized, and refreshed by the talent, the skill, the hard work, the courage, and determination of immigrants coming to our country.
Now, this comes as illegal crossings on the southern border dropped yesterday to the lowest daily average since 2020, when the COVID pandemic slowed migration.
Still ahead tonight, why the U.S. is suspending avocado inspections and how it could impact our supply.
And right now, let's head outside for a live look from our ICAM in New Haven tonight. We're asking in our Vote Now poll, which kind of weather would you prefer?
And you can see 62% of you are saying extreme cold. You can weigh in anytime on the WFSB app. We'll be right back.
Did you know some dish soaps don't remove all the grease, even with scrubbing?
What? I just cleaned those.
Try Dawn Platinum. It removes 99% of grease and food residue. That's why Dawn is trusted to save wildlife affected by oil. Dawn Platinum cleans to the squeak.
When the Flood Law Firm takes a case, we take it personally. We're going to handle that case as if it's our own, our family members, help them be compensated for what they've gone through or what's been taken away from them. You can focus on getting better, focusing on what you need to do to get your life back, and we can take care of the rest.
If you've been injured, call the Flood Law Firm at 877-987-9LAW or visit thefloodlawfirm.com.
Seems like you could use a second chance. Like the Connecticut Lottery's second chance scratch tickets.
Everyone deserves a second chance. Enter non-winning scratch tickets at ctlottery.org/second chance or download the Connecticut Lottery Second Chance app today.
Goodbye, spoons. Say hello. Friendly's new ice cream bars. Irresistible flavors full of goodies, only 100 calories each. It's your Friendly's fix on a stick. The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick, exceptional by design.
Sign and Drive is here. Get this ultra-low mileage lease on this 2024 Encore GX Preferred for around $389 per month with zero due at signing. Family business.
We care for our customers and we want to take care of them.
We're looking for customers for life. We want people to come back to us for every room in their house.
We're going to work with you from the very beginning of picking out your product all the way through the installation.
We offer a beautiful guarantee. Any reason you don't like your carpet or your flooring, we'll replace it for free.
At Deline Flooring, finding beautiful floors has never been easier with our beautiful guarantee. Come in today for huge savings and special financing.
Visit Deline Flooring and talk with our expert.
Your outdoor oasis starts here at CAFD. We've got you covered when it comes to outdoor entertaining. Shop our amazing selection of built-in and freestanding grills and outdoor appliances. Visit our award-winning showroom in Southington today and let us help you get the job done right.
Be sure you're going the right way, because one wrong move may be your last.
Well, tonight we've learned about a possible avocado shortage after inspections were suspended.
Yeah, the U.S. Department of Agriculture cited security concerns for agency worker safety, but they didn't say exactly what prompted those concerns. Produce already cleared for export will not be affected, but avocado supplies in the U.S. could be impacted over the long term if the pause drags on.
And we are sharing your class of 2024 pictures. This is Mackenzie Hope, who is now a graduate of Ledyard High.
And we also have Selena right here, a new grad from Enfield High School. Congratulations to both of you and everyone out there. If you have a picture of a loved one you want to share, send it our way using the Channel 3 app.
Right, heading to the beach tomorrow on your Wednesday. Lots of sunshine. Of course, remember the sunscreen. Remember, stay hydrated wherever you are spending time outdoors. But if you are seeking some relief from Mother Nature at area beaches, temperatures peak in the mid and upper 80s. High tide is early to mid-morning tomorrow again. Ample sunshine, albeit hazy sunshine. We've got record warmth on tap for tomorrow, especially for the Hartford area. Same for Thursday. Near record warmth on Friday as we close out the week. An increasing chance, perhaps, for some rain and some thunderstorms. But regardless, it's still going to be quite humid through the end of the week. We'll have much more on these multiple first alert weather days and some relief over the weekend. That's ahead when Eyewitness News at 5:30 kicks off.
Expect the unexpected.
Welcome you guys all to my big brother funeral.
One of your housemates has been playing this game with an identical twin.
Oh my God! Well, you Fruit Loop dingus, I bet you didn't see this coming.
Brothers and sisters, welcome to the cookout.
Flurries, you better grab a life vest.
You'd almost think this is scripted, but it's not. It's just that good.
Big Brother is back, July 17th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
This grandmother's breakthrough, getting her game back, was made possible
That's how you do it.
by another breakthrough. Clinical research which redefined the international guidelines for treating heart failure. That's the pioneering research of Yale School of Medicine, delivered through Yale New Haven Health's Heart and Vascular Center. Together, we're powering breakthroughs with the greatest of care.
News is Connecticut's #1 choice for what's happening right now
Breaking news out of New Haven.
and what's happening next.
Tracking heavy rain.
For the local stories impacting your neighborhood.
Trust Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6.
Make this a summer to share and save during the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event in the 3-row Kia Sorrento, the tech-forward Sportage, the available all-wheel drive Seltos, or the IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus Telluride, each one recommended by Consumer Reports. This summer, visit your local Kia dealer and save. Get 1.9% APR for 48 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorrento vehicles.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. And when you can breathe better, what isn't better? This is better. This is better. That's better. And that. Even this. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It works with your asthma medicine to help improve lung function. That's pretty good. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. It can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And doesn't that make things better? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Tell your doctor right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change your stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. When you can get more out of your lungs, you can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma.
New tonight at 5, a lot of people talking about this. We're getting our first look at singer Justin Timberlake's mugshot just out within the past 45 minutes. The singer was arrested on Long Island on charges of driving while intoxicated.
According to police, the singer failed to stop at a stop sign in Sag Harbor, New York, which is in the Hamptons. He was arrested shortly after midnight and released from custody earlier today. Timberlake told police he had 1 martini. Police say he failed field sobriety tests and rejected a blood alcohol test 3 times. The pop star and actor due back in court on July 26th. That is going to do it for Eyewitness News at 5.
There is much more ahead right now at 5:30, and Stephanie Simone is here with those headlines. Stephanie?
Mark and Aaron, a busy news night. All the big stories right now at 5:30.